Okay, hello everyone. Today I am going to work to fix this leak. It's been leaking for a while. I've been putting it off, but it's time to fix it. So I got a MOEN. It's a bath faucet with a single handle. So we're gonna get in here and we're gonna replace the valve. The valve that we're gonna be using is this posi temp by Danco. I mean, you can get the brand name from MOEN, but you just need to make sure that you get the right one. Check your specs on the valve that you have. So this is what's I'm thinking is leaking, and this is the MOEN. It compares to the MOEN 1222. So that's what we're going to be replacing. Kind of looks like this. Anyways, we got the core puller, which is going to aid us in pulling the old one out and installing the new one. It looks like this. The cartridge comes with some silicone or lubricant to get it back in. Not silicone, but a lubricant to help get the new one back inside. You will need a 7/64 Allen wrench, just a puller. Get a needle nose to pull out the, there's a clip in there that we'll be pulling out. An adjustable wrench to operate the puller, and the tool that comes with the new cartridge. There's a tool right here that was going to help us aid to pull the old one out, and then a Phillips head screwdriver. So again, this thing has been dripping, and we're going to fix it. The first step is going to be to turn off the water source to that. So stand by and I'll get you to that location. Okay, so you need to locate where your water source is coming from. Mine is up there. And you'll see that there's the shutoffs. So this is the one I'm looking for right here. When it's running in line with the pipe, that means it's open. So I'm gonna turn it to be perpendicular. So that's gonna cut off the water supply to the house. Again, that's gonna be different with your setup. Everyone's a bit different. All right, let's go back up. Okay, so the first thing that we need to do is set a towel down, or first release all the water. Okay, so the pipe is void of water. At this point in time, I'm going to lay a towel down. That way, if anything drops, screws or anything, your towel will catch it. All right, the first step is to remove the handle. You can see that there's an Allen screw that holds the handle on. So 7/64. And remove this completely out. Some you can probably loosen a little bit and pull the handle out. This one requires you to remove it all in all. Put that off to the side. Now you need to take this off. There's a screw, Phillips head, that you need to remove this piece. This should pull right off. Has a lip right here that this fits in. Has a sleeve in here. You pull this off. Now we'll remove the faceplate. It's held here by 2 Phillips head screws. I didn't have these all real tight because I had to go in here to look at my model number of the valve that I'm going to be replacing. So if you notice, these screws weren't really tight because I didn't want to put them in tight because I knew I was taking it back apart once I got the original or the replacement cartridge. Okay, this pulls right off. At this point, we need to remove this clip right here. Basically, it's just a clip that goes down inside here and it holds this in place. The way I do that is with the needle nose pliers. Just be careful that you don't drop it back behind here, because then you'll be in a pickle. So, needle nose pliers. And that pulls straight out. And just put that off to the side. Okay. So once again, if you're just starting this at this point in time, you would want to make sure that you got the right valve. And there's numbers, if you can see inside there. You may not, but the marking of the model for this valve is in there. This is a 1222. A replacement for a MOEN single valve bathroom 1 handle. Okay, so the next thing we need to do is get this valve out of here. And the way that we do this, the new valve comes with this tool right here. It sits right on top of there. Instructions say to pull this off. Put that inside there. I'm going to take an adjustable wrench and work it back and forth to loosen up, to break it up. So, with your adjustable, you want to work that back and forth. Okay. So it's loose, it's broke loose. Now they ask you to take this tool right here. They want you to remove the screw from the head of the tool. I could probably pull with a pair of pliers straight out, and this will probably come out with little effort. But seeing that we have the tool, I'm going to use it. I say remove the screw. And that goes right over that. And they say put the screw back in. Oh, a minute now. Okay, so there's a hole right there we need to get in there. Okay. It's seated right on there. Let's see, just snug it up, not tight. And then they say the screw goes down on top. All right, so you should be able to pull it straight out. is the old valve. It's probably leaking from somewhere around here, or perhaps the O-ring. Regardless, we're going to replace it. This is the new one. One thing I forgot to mention, there's a hot and a cold side. And when this was in, you want to orientate it the same way that you pulled it out. And the way that I pulled it out was the hot was on the top. You want to make sure that you install it with that, otherwise your hot and cold will be opposite. There's the part number right there. Yep, that's the old one. Okay, before you install the new valve, you want to just make sure that there's no debris down here. See if you can make sure that that's clean. Okay. All right. So now the new valve. Again, I see the HC is on the top, so that's how it's going to go in. And I have this lubricant that we will cut open with whatever mechanism you have to cut it open with. All right, actually it's like a capsule. It's like a pill. And we're going to put that around there. I don't know exactly where it goes, but this is what I'm going to do. Okay, just work that around. Okay, once again, I'm going to orientate the HC, which was on the top. And I should be able to get that right in there. Okay, so I guess this is where the tool comes in handy again. What I'm going to use is this L tool again. Put that on. Back this screw back out again. I'm not going to take it all the way out. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and use the tool to help me finish pushing it back in there. I had to remove this piece off of the faceplate of that cartridge, so you can see what I'm talking about. Just take it back off real quick. I mean, I could probably push it in with my hand real hard, and it'll probably go see it in their seat. I had this on here before. That's what I used to remove it with. But you take that off and you go ahead and I had that seated on there. I said don't snug it real hard, so just enough to get it to hold it there. Screw that down, and I'm just going to use the handle to push it in. Okay, as you can see, it kind of sits right inside that little groove right there. Okay, so it looks like it's seated in there pretty good. Take that off. Okay, so now we got to get the clip back inside. Now, okay, looks like it's not fully seated. I just need to get enough to get that down inside there. So I'll push that and put that tool back on. It looks like I got a little bit out of that. Let me see if it can go down the side there. All right. Okay, so that just goes all the way down in there. Looks like it's seated good. All right. All right, that part's done. So let's go ahead and reassemble it. First thing I'll do is the faceplate. And behind there is just there's a little bit of silicone. After I finish it up, I might put a little bit of silicone around there. Okay, so we got this sleeve. You can tell by the color that this is the part that goes in. And it is just like that. Okay, that's 2 screws. Actually, I'm just going to remove the sleeve, put the sleeve in later. I can easily. There it is. And you want to just be careful not to cross thread it. Doesn't feel right. I don't like that one. All right, that's much better. Okay, I'm just going to snug these up a little bit. mention that I'm not a plumber. I just talked to somebody. They said it was pretty fairly easy to do. Okay. So now we're going to put the sleeve in. Okay. Let me go ahead and snug this up a little bit more. I forgot to mention there's a little, you want to make sure you orientate this the same way that you took it off. There's a little hole down here on the bottom, like a little gap notched out of the faceplate. I guess that's designed to let any kind of moisture or anything like that drip out on the bottom if that occurs, but hopefully that won't ever occur. So I snug these up. Snug that one up. And again, I'll probably throw a bead of caulk or some silicone, clear silicone. Okay. All right, so now we need these. Okay, so obviously that goes in first. That's going to go like this. Okay, so I had it backwards. I was trying to put it on like this. It goes on like this. Obviously those fit inside there. Okay, so let's get this sleeve back on the right way. You gotta bear with me. This is the first time doing anything like this. All right, so that goes in. This is how the water turns. We know that it was. You want to get that lined up. I had it like that. That's wrong. There's a little gear. Goes in there. And I know that when I took this off, this was basically in this direction right here. I got flat spots there, round spots over there. So you just line it up. And then you put the screw in the faceplate. Okay. Okay. Alright, that's done. These are about snug as they're gonna want to get. You don't want to crank down on them hard, but. Alright, so now let's put the handle back in. Okay. Allen wrench. Hopefully this does the trick, because this thing has been leaking pretty bad to the point where it's starting to fill up a bucket a day. That's how bad it was. Not a big bucket, a coffee bucket size. Okay, I don't want to scratch that. Okay, I think that's snug enough. Nothing terrible there. All right, so now I want to turn it off. Okay, so that's off. Alright, so let's go see the moment of truth. I'm gonna throw this water back on. If this actually worked. Let me just get this out of the way. All parts. Okay, Andrew's gonna kill me using these towels. Hope I don't stain them. Whatever. Okay, let's go downstairs and turn on the water. I'll take you down with me. Okay, I gotta step back here. Turn this back in line. There, I hear the water going. Fingers crossed. I gotta turn the water off, did I? Huh. So, we're upside down. That's an easy fix. But this right here, when it's off, should be in that position. That's hot. That's cold. Okay. So, what can I do to fix that? I'm going to take this back off and Alright, obviously I got something 180 degrees. So let me work on that. I'll be right back. Okay, I turned the water off. Go ahead and open it up. Clear the line. Throw the trusty towel back in there. And just real quickly, should be an easy fix. But again, told you I was no plumber. But I think it's something that we can fix. Sorry for my breathing. Okay, so I think we have to have this check something out. Okay, so this is right. This is... that can't go anywhere else. We wanted this. All right, when we had it in here, it was... all right, so that's... okay. I think that did it. I think I just flipped it, but I guess time will tell. So what I'm gonna do, I'm not gonna snug this all the way up until I'm sure. I'm just gonna put it on there. Where's my... okay. Might just still be wrong. All right, that should be off. Okay. All right. So let me go throw the water again. When I come back up here, it shouldn't be running. So hold on. Okay. See if my... all right, so this is... hold on. Hot. That's cold. All right, in between. And it's working properly. Full on hot. That's getting all hot. Full on cold. Blend the two. Turn it off. Hopefully there will be no more leaks. As I said, this bugger right here was filling up twice a day, if not more. That's how bad it was leaking. Alright, well, like I said, I'm no plumber, but I didn't want to hire a plumber. Something like this, if you just take the time and research a little bit, you can do some things on your own, save yourself a few bucks. Anyways, thanks for watching.